I'm TEMPHUiBIS here. I'm about to tell you about my gig yesterday, and the first off is the Q&A for August is cancelled, and all of the questions I got from you guys already is going to be in September. So last week I went to support my friend in his title match in Newcastle. That was a nice good short trip then. And then the week before that was me hanging out in Lowestoft with my other friend as well. And I've been going to those two trips. I developed a cold, which later on turned to coughs and led to me phlegming up all day. And I was pretty ill, coming up here to my gig. It was like, man, should I quit this gig? Should I not cancel? Should I cancel this one? I might not be able to make it. And it turned out, and I was like, nah, I gotta really make this gig. So what I did, I made sure I drank as much medicine as I could. Made sure I stayed taking care of myself. I didn't go out again for 3 to 4 days in a row. I made sure I just stayed relaxed, and wanted to just get better before the gig because I really wanted to go because I really wanted to go to this gig. I really because in this because it's CamCon, and it was a big convention last year, and I could tell it was going to be bigger this year, and I really seriously wanted to come to this one, especially when I wanted to come to the gaming sections. I wanted to see more of the anime stuff, and I wanted to see Pixel Hate. When I found out they managed to get Pixel Hate here is like a phenomenal chiptune musician, and he does a lot of building with his electrics as well. It's so terrific. I want this was a lovely chance to meet Pixel Hate, and I thought, man, I can't miss this because of a few coughs, and so I just decided to just fight it, try and make myself better. At the moment, I'm definitely a lot better. Managed to get a lot better for the gig yesterday. But I have to admit, I wonder if the way I was about a few days ago, the way I was Tuesday and Wednesday, I don't know how would I have performed if it was like those days, because those were tough. So so after that, uh, now it's time to go to the gig. I packed up everything, had everything all nice and set. So yesterday was driving to Cambridge. We were driving for a load of miles already, and one of the most unfortunate things happened, and I'm still not exactly 100% sure what happened, but my car, I think it's around the clutch area or something, just popped, exploded. You just heard a big bang, and then that was it. No gas was coming out, despite how much I was pressing the gas pedal. And no, what's it called? That no biting point with the clutch either. Something just completely went wrong right there. So I had to go straight into the hard shoulder, and we're stranded. And so the car was just mashed right there. And the sad thing is that this car has a bad history. It's been mashing up so many goddamn times already, and I felt like this was probably going to be the last one. It's just so fucking annoying, and I didn't manage. And I was thinking right there, oh my god, I don't even know if I'm even going to make it to the gig now. So we're waiting for the RAC to come pick us up. Shadowloss was with me, by the way. We're waiting for the RAC to pick us up, and it turned out that if we had asked the RAC to take us to the gig, then let me gig. If they would have picked me up then and then to bring it back to my house, it would have cost a lot of extra money then, and it was money that I didn't have. So I had the only choice I could do was the RAC take me and the car and everything else back home, and that was a big massive shame. And I was actually at the point where, where I was just wanting to say, you know what, I quit. I quit gigging. I quit driving, because the car and everything has just been giving me a lot of help. Because obviously, for me to to do these gigs, obviously when I take the TEMPHUiBIS board and all that stuff, it's like, you need a car. When your car keeps fucking up on you, it's really hard and unreliable. So I was really pissed off, and I was at the point of just not even. I was planning to quit. I phoned up the manager, said I might not be able to make it, and she understood, because hey, when your car's mashed, your car's mashed. What freaking annoyed me was how close we were there. I mean, there was still a few extra miles on the motorway, but it was just so close. We were so close near the exit before the exit that we needed to come off. That's how close we was. It was so frustrating, But then, when the RSC managed to get me home, Shadowlost RCA made the idea, what we could do is just take the stuff and just go on the train, and I just don't use the TEMPHUiBIS board, and even the fact is, I really wanted to do this gig because my time slot was 8:30, and that gave me a little bit of the, hey, you never know, there could be a lot more fans there. There could be a lot, I'm not saying not a lot more fans, but I mean a lot more people there who hopefully could become fans. I thought this opportunity, I guess I couldn't leave, so I decided to do it. And even despite the fact that I was almost in the point of saying, you know what, let me just fucking quit everything, but I managed to go, and we managed to get on the train. It was a damn long train ride, and what really felt frustrating was when we arrived, most of the actual conventions area and stuff was already closed down. Pixel Hates was already gone, so I never got my chance to meet him. And a lot more things there was just ending. It was more or less starting to begin more of the bar, nightclub sort of times, and there was only about an hour or something left till my gig. It was like, when driving with the car, I could have got there 1 p.m, but then we ended up getting there something like 7 o'clock, maybe just a little earlier. You know what I mean? It's just that's just how frustrating it was. It's like, how many things were trying to stop me from doing this gig? Me being ill, still fought it, and then my car fucks up on me. It's like everything just had to, and then we managed to get onto the stage, and I managed to gig. I managed to do my gig, thank goodness. And at the start of the gig, there was a problem with one of the MIDI controllers. It was setting extra layers of the sound on top of each other each time I pressed a button, which was obviously something was set wrong. I thought I'd fixed the problem the day before. I must have not saved it, or it didn't save properly, because it is quite a hard piece of thing to use. And and there was a little bit of muff up at the beginning, and that was very embarrassing. I thought, was I about to embarrass myself in front of new people? It's just so frustrating. And then managed to fix the problem, and then I started to perform the music. Now, a lot of people were really bored, and you could see that loads of people there just don't even know what they were listening to, I guess, because obviously they don't know me. Some people walked out, you know. It was starting to feel a bit on that situation of, rah man, I went through all of this goddamn aggro just to get a crowd like this, but then out of nowhere, something just picked up. Everyone started dancing. Some of the guys who walked out, some of them actually walked back in. You know, I didn't know where the hell all the craziness came in. Then everyone started to become more interested in it. Everyone was loving what I was doing. You know, and then even more later on, I called for Zonic to come on stage. She wasn't actually even in the room at the time, and because we were gonna perform take a train to the sky, take a train across the sky. Sorry, and we and she wasn't there at the start, so I went to perform another song as well, and then called her again. Thought she weren't there. Then out of nowhere, her voice came from the side. Hey, over here, and it was like, get ready, guys. And then she came up, got the mic, banged out the song again. It came out terrific. So it was just such a stressful, annoying day with a fantastic end, because at the end of the gig it was like brilliant. Everyone came running at me for my card that had the info in there. So hopefully, you know, these are all new potential fans checking out my music online and everything and all that. I hope I made everyone proud there, because, you know, after all of that, man, I just needed something. Yes. And obviously, you know, obviously I'm sick, but now I can just sort of relax with it because it's all over now. I feel that's a great way to end August. It's still a bad, annoying situation that my car is now gone, you know, because, you know, I've been fixing that car again and again too much. I think I've spent more money fixing the car than I did actually buying the car. And, you know, that's usually bad. So I can't stay too mad at that, because at least the gig went well. But it was, but I do have to agree with, I do have to admit something though, yeah. It was a bit uncomfortable, you know. It was a little bit haggard due to the fact I didn't have the Temphy board. I was doing it on a table, and you know, it was unorganized. It was like everything was all in a bunch there. You know, not say I couldn't do it, but obviously it did feel a bit more uneasy. You know, felt a bit haggard. You know, so I wouldn't personally want to keep doing gigs like that, but at the same time, it's going to take a damn long time for me to get a new car. So it's a bit of a weirdness there, but at least everything all happened great in the end. You know, got to meet Ziggy, got to perform with Ziggy, got to see the gig. Didn't get to do half the other things I wanted to do, but something is better than nothing. That's what it is. And yeah, that's all it is really. So thanks very much, guys. Next video is probably gonna be the Q&A. I'm gonna try and come out with some other topics if I can come out with some. But yeah, that's it, guys. Yeah. So thanks very much. I'll speak to you all later. Love who you are.